Hello YouTubers, this is Washington Red Bear. I'm back with another little short video dealing with my sort of everyday carry get home bag. And I've had to change it completely from what I used to carry. Several months ago I worked with a company to where I was up to 2 hours away from home. And I had created this bag here, which is very heavy, very complex, very detailed, and a lot of items that I have in it. But and I'll do a video on that. Probably my next video will be on this bag that I carry in my truck. Job I have now, I'm only about 10 to possibly 12 miles away from home, and so I did not need that big bag. And so I've narrowed it down to just a smaller pack, just a fanny pack. I know a lot of people hate fanny packs, but they do have their place, and in this case I think this is going to work good for me for a get home bag when I'm at work. This will still be in my truck if we're farther from home and I need it, but this is going to be very limited. And the reason being is where I'm at, it's on a 6-lane road, and the road splits and runs down with a lot of automobile car lots in the middle. On the right hand side are a few businesses, a couple of houses, some woods. Then there's a couple of, we crosses another major road, and then there are a couple of apartment complexes, all businesses on the left. Then it goes and the two roads come back together, but if you took that straight ahead, they've actually made a hiking trail through there. There's a feature expanse for the 6-lane road to go on down that way, but there's still businesses on the left, but now you've got housing developments on your right. And so the terrain totally changes and everything. And your hazards change as well because you're next to houses if you're having to get home for some reason, depending on the situation, of course. So this bag is designed for me to walk that 10 to 12 miles during the day or night. And so what I have in here, the pack came with these 2 water bottles of plastic. I know with Dave Canterbury's 5Cs, they talk about having metal containers so you can boil water. I'm not going to have to worry with that. My goal is to fill these up at work, either from the water fountain or the bathrooms, and get these topped off with water. I also have water in my truck if I wanted to take extra, but I think this would be enough for my walk home. So let's dive into the pack. In this front little small zippered compartment, I have just a small travel pack size of Kleenex. Obvious reasons for that. Also tinder if I needed it. And then I have a small roll of duct tape. What I've done is, I don't know if you've ever seen these little small signs that you'll see on doors or something, no smoking or whatever. What I do is I take and roll duct tape around that, and then take the sign and bend it, and it breaks. And I have no sharp edges, and then I have a roll of duct tape. I did 2 of these at the same time. The other one is a little bit smaller, and it's about 52 to 60 inches. This one's thicker, so it's going to be over 60 inches worth of tape in this little roll. The next compartment on this fanny pack is my fire kit. The fire kit, again, is minimal compared to what I have in this big pack, because I'm not going to need that much fire, if any fire, because of where it will be. Fire might not be the opportune thing to have, but I do have a lighter if need be. I also have a waterproof container that is also wrapped with duct tape. Inside here there's about a dozen of the large waterproof matches, orange with the brown top. And then I also have the strike pad in here. So that gives me a second way of making fire. I've got a magnesium strip. If you looked at any of my other videos listed below, you'll see that I don't like these. And the only reason I still have it is because I have not changed it out yet. But what I do is I will take this out on my workbench with a file and file down all the magnesium. I also just found it on Amazon. They have a big large container of it for like $6 that I'm probably going to end up buying instead. But I don't like magnesium. In fact, I actually used this rod here with my grandsons. They wanted to go out and make a fire, so I scraped it into a little pile of wood, of tinder, strike it, and hit the wood. Splattered everything all over the place. So I did it again, and I'd seen a video to where you take the knife and hold your knife and pull the flint back instead of doing it like I always do. So I tried doing it that way, and again, I knocked it over. So I went and got a piece of tin foil or aluminum foil, made a little bed and put it in that, and I still could not get it to strike. And I ended up wearing this flint down. I was hitting it so hard and so much. So I finally gave up, went inside, made some Vaseline balls, and made the fire that way. That's the reason I don't like these things. When you get out there, it's raining, it's cold, it's windy, you know, you're tired, and you got to sit there and try to scrape these off to make it work. Instead, I saw another video on YouTube where the guy said, why go through all that? Why put yourself through all that extra heartache? In the shop, scrape all this down, put it into small vials, and then just carry that. And then I also have some tin foil in here, or aluminum foil, that I can make a bed out of to put the magnesium powder into. And so once I make some more of that powder, I'll put it in here, and then I'll have that way of starting fire. And then I also have a ferro rod in here that works. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ways of making fire in here. I'll also have dryer lint for tinder. And then in the large compartment, I have several items that we'll look at. I have 2 of the green glow sticks. I have a black Mora knife that I just bought. I did have my Light My Fire Mora knife, but because I had this other flint in here, I didn't need to have a duplicate. I'm going to put that on this pack instead, which I've even got more fire kits in here, but still I like to have that one on me. So I have the Mora knife in here. I have 1 garbage bag. Since this is so small and I've got more room, I'm going to put a second garbage bag in there just in case I did need it. I've got some medical gloves, the latex exam gloves. Again, because of where I would be, they're along the roads, could have accidents and things like that. Do not have a first aid kit in here. I do have one, a big comprehensive one in my truck that I could take out and carry with me. Again, I just have those in case I need them. 2 hand warmers and a hooded clear plastic poncho. And then in the bottom here, I've got a flashlight. That's just an on-off. And then I also have 50 feet of 550 paracord. Again, don't know what I need it for, but if I need it, I have it. So that's all I have in this kit. Again, this is strictly just to get me home that 10 to 12 miles if something happened and I was not able to drive home. Be it an EMP, be it whatever. You never know. That's the reason why you always prepare for everything, because you don't know what's going to happen. So anyway, Washington Red Bear, I hope you like my videos. Please subscribe and watch all my other ones that I have down below. And again, I'll be making a video up on this soon. Happy trails.